Good luck, fellas. Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they can't make the connection. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Second down, he'll throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
A give to Brown. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Might be changing the route. Looking for space. It's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And right down the middle. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Fires to the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
Hand off for Brown. Could be an alley. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And, man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got 1 touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid
looking to fire. He's got him this time. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got his man. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Right back to the well. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got an open man. Flying out to the left. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their...
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Dogs. He is a field-flipping machine. take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Rifles it down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second.
Man, the screen went black. Gotta restart. I had him with two unhealthy dudes.
circle for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top-5 clash. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. Bringing it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run for it. It's Brown. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top-5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top-5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on. How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
This crowd full throat
wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Throws it deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Oh, look, Ma, one hand. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
To the air, it's Henderson. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. This time it's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Might have a chance. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Jackson. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Trying to bully their way in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeye!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep. That's a bad break for the offense early.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Running inside, it's Jackson. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Jackson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Henderson. He's going to let it go. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Throws to the tight end. And wings it incomplete.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got his man on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
And the Dogs will go for it on 4th down. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Slithers into space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him. And you just get it to him, and he does the rest. And that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. A first down run on the doorstep. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ohio State. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll start this drive firing. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Makes the grab in their space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
He's going to let one fly down the middle, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground, so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Spin move. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
And that's just the force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
A give to Brown. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the 1st half.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. inside the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Washington State Cougars.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
And it's Washington eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting that.
Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, going to the air. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Down 14-zip, and this would be a really good time to get something on the board. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Jumped on top of the pile. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Henderson. Under fire. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out. Gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out. You recover it. A forced turnover.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They go right back to it. Tackled there by the defense. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
Gotta love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he's got his man along the sideline. He'll come a little short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, and now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got a play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll go with Brown. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. To pass. Moving out to the right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there.
Touchdown Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Just enough time for one more snap. next snap. It's Rodgers. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Snap to the back. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right back to the well. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
To the air, it's Henderson. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground with the running back. Maybe a crease. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
Looking downfield is Henderson. Escapes the pressure going right. Quarterback gets a first down. There he goes. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Running inside. It's Cross. There's some room. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Wide receiver comes in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They move on top here in the 4th. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. They'll start this drive going to the air.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man on the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's a great job by the quarterback here. This 2-minute situation, realizing that all of his receivers are available in live targets right now, right? He hasn't thrown to that guy too often up to this point in the game, but he didn't quit on him, and that play saw him wide open and gave him a shot.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. What if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road? I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Henderson. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Georgia using its final timeout here. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, they block it. That's a live ball.
And what a great big-time effort, not taking a play off, getting in there, penetrating on the field goal unit. And how big is that for the scoreboard? Now this game remains a one-possession game. Now your offense has a chance to go get you right back in this ball game.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got the back in the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got his man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Obviously, that was important. Got to get the first down. Now we got to get some chunk plays, get this ball across the 50 and get in scoring position.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Now remember, no timeouts left here, so they've got to get lined up and spike the ball.
Yeah, great job getting the first down. Now get on the ball, spike it real quick, then we can get organized while the clock's not running.
And after that big completion, look how quickly the quarterback is getting his guy.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and his speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Cross. Makes it past the marker. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Off the play fake. And they're not on the same page there.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Staring at a third and long here in this first overtime possession. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Looking for a gap. It's Cross. Got a little grass. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. They're already in position for a potential game-winning field goal here on first and goal in overtime. Run in the red zone, and the ball is loose and live in the backfield. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime!
Game on the line. They've got to be the more physical physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.